You are more powerful than you think you are. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, you are more powerful than you think you are. I need somebody to drop in the comments and say I'm naturally powerful. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say I'm naturally powerful. Now, there's a multitude of different things that makes us all powerful individually, right? You may have a natural beauty about yourself. That can be used as a tool to captivate the right audience as well as bring people together. You may have a natural handsomeness to yourself, for my fellas. Well, that can be used to captivate the right audience and bring people together. Maybe you are a great communicator, right? Do you know how many conflictions and afflictions and problems that we have amongst humanity just because we don't know how to communicate or say the right things? But if you take one person who have the gift of communication, that one person can communicate or articulate a message to millions of people and change the whole trajectory of life. You may have the gift of being captivating, like a captivating personality, or you may have a gravitational spirit. People just come to you. They don't know why. They just come. Well, if you position that right, you can attract the right things in life. And not only that, but maybe you can direct them on the right path in life. That's a gift and that's powerful if used correctly, especially for the right things. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? Right? You may have the ability or a gift to sell naturally, right? Naturally. Y'all ever seen a movie called Holy Man by Eddie Murphy? He used to star of the movie. And by the way, Eddie Murphy have played in so many movies, y'all, that I didn't know about. Obviously, y'all, I was not born in the 80s or the 70s. This man got some classics, and I'm watching them, right? But that's besides the point. Eddie Murphy plays his character called Holy Man, and he's like playing the role of Mohandas Gandhi, peace, love, happiness, natural prosperity, not about money, but living off the land and living off of what God provides naturally, right? Holy man. He does everything holy. But what he didn't realize is that he had a gift. And he met this guy on the side of the road with a woman. And the guy noticed that over a period of time, he noticed that this man got a gift. It's something about him. He's captivating. He's gravitational. And the guy was actually a producer for a television, show. This is a movie, y'all. This is a movie. But he was a producer for a television show. He throws Eddie Murphy on television, and next thing you know, the sales go up. But he wasn't trying to sell. You know what he did? He made a connection, and that drove the sales. See, it wasn't about him selling. It was about him making the connection to the people so they can buy what they were selling. And see, what people don't realize is most people get buyer's remorse. After they buy something, they feel bad for buying it. That's called buyer's remorse. I've experienced it. You've experienced it. Everybody experienced it, especially if you don't have the grasp or if you don't grasp the fact of how money operates. Like now I look at it like this. Money is going to come back. And even sometime, y'all, I still have that buyer's remorse. But the greatest way to sell is not by trying to sell them something, but by making them feel like if you don't buy this, you're missing out. It's almost like the FOMO effect, right? Fear of missing out. It's not about you buying this because it's for your leisure. No, you need to buy this because if you don't have it, you're missing out on a problem being solved. You follow what I'm saying? That's how all the great people sell. I'm going to make you feel like you need this. That's the art of selling. Making a person feel like if they don't have it, they lose it. That's the art of selling. And that's what the movie was basically talking about. And Eddie Murphy had it naturally. He had it naturally. But the point is, y'all, he was more powerful than he thought he was. In his mind, he was just a regular man, not knowing that he was about to drive this company millions and billions. Yeah. So getting right back to this, y'all, you are more powerful than you think you are. And we're gonna speak about it within this video. Now, y'all know I get into a long intro. I ain't mean to, but I had to say the real, y'all. All right, second video of today. We still within the living room in front of the legendary gray couch. Anytime I'm in front of this legendary gray couch, something legendary gonna be said, and that's legendary. Drop that down below in the comments. All right. I'm sending love, peace, and prosperity still to y'all. I hope that y'all have a marvelous and delightful day. And we're going to go ahead and get directly into this video, y'all. That's just how they go. Leave a thumbs up on this video as well as subscribe to the channel. Yes, sir. Not only that, y'all, but y'all be sure to ring my bell so you can be notified after every single video I post. Here we are, family. Number one, this is how you know you are more powerful than you think. Strangers respect you. That's number one, y'all. Strangers respect you. Somebody drop that down below in the comments. Strangers respect me. See, family, if you are a ball player and a person don't even know you, these group of people don't even know you, this recruiter don't even know you, which means they don't have no ties to you. They don't owe you nothing. You don't owe them anything. If they can still say, you nice, best believe you are nice. If they can still say, I like the way you shoot because you can shoot, best believe you can shoot, and they really like the fact that you know how to shoot. If a stranger can respect you for your gifts, if a stranger can respect you for your talents, if a stranger can respect you for what you bring to the table or the market, you best believe that you are more powerful than you think. They don't got no reason to lie to you. They don't have a reason to make you feel otherwise. You know, I had somebody to comment on my videos when I was talking about something like this the other day, and they was like, Reno, that's a lie. Strangers hurt people all the time. Well, people hurt people all the time. But the reality is whenever a stranger, you know, recognizes your gift, whenever a stranger recognizes your beauty or talent, chances are it's the real. You know why? Because they don't have no type of connection to you. What do they get out of lying to someone that they don't even know? Right? So when a stranger respects you, that means they see something in you that chances are you probably don't even see in yourself. You are more powerful than you think. Number two, y'all, you make people nervous. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, you make people nervous. Most times, y'all, people who are very attractive, very beautiful, handsome, they have a nice aura to themselves, you know, nice smile, $1 million smile, as I spoke about. People who have just a certain type of energy to themselves, they tend to make other people nervous, right? It's almost like that celebrity energy. You know, one of the first celebrities I met was Keith Sweat, and I met him due to, he was not the first, but one of the first, right? So probably in my top 5 or something like that. But I met him due to being the intern for this particular employer that I ran across, right? And so anybody who's in college and you have a specific profession, you have to go through the internship program. This is when you getting donuts. This is when you running, right? Literally running to Dunkin' Donuts or going to a store, right? Or this is when you actually get to perform the art or perform the skill that you have or that you're going to school for. So they pretty much use you how they want to use you. That is what internship is all about, right? However, y'all, I think around the time I'm about 20, 21, you know, and next thing you know, I just hear I'm sitting on the couch and I hear my employer say, hey, y'all get ready. Keith is about to walk in. And so I'm just thinking to myself, like, okay, yeah, all right, Keith about to walk in. And next thing you know, I hear somebody say, I ain't about to doing. I said, oh, it's Keith Sweat. You know, I didn't even know. But the point is, y'all, is that when he walked in, I ain't gonna say I was like a female or I was like, oh my God, it's Keith. But I was a bit nervous, like, hold on, this the same guy who's saying nobody. This the same guy my mama was listening to. This the same person, my grandmama. Hold on, this is a little crazy. So it was that nervous effect a little bit, right? But I say all that to say this, y'all, people in that niche or people in that position don't realize how powerful they are. Some people do, right? Most of them do. They are very conceited too. I will say that. However, can you imagine the people who are weak? The women who say, oh, Keith, I'll do anything for you. from anything, literally. The guys who say, Keith Sweat, man, I'll wash your drawers, bro, if I can just have a seat at your table. You follow what I'm saying? Now, your boy ain't willing to go that far. All right, I was just happen to be in the building, and I was just happy to see somebody that I grew up listening to. But I'm not willing to go that far. The point is, though, it's somebody else who are. And they are more powerful than they think. And this is when you have to realize how to use your power. Because a person may say, well, Reno, that's evil. Reno, that's evil. Reno, that's evil. Anything can be evil. Anything can be good, right? The laws of polarity states that there can be no hot without cold. There can be no dry without wetness. There can be, listen, y'all, there's going to always be a upside and a downside. There's pros and cons to any and everything. That is point blank period. And that's the point. However, y'all, with you, when you use your power, understand to use it in the right way. Understand to use it in the right manner. Understand to uplift others and encourage others and put others in position. Not to exploit and take advantage of other people, because we live on a planet, unfortunately, that will exploit you, right? This is the planet of exploitation. And any chance a person get, they will take advantage. Any chance a person get, they will get over. They will, right? If you allow them to. But understand, you are more powerful than you think you are. That's number 2, y'all. You make people nervous. You got that same effect. You make people nervous. Your aura, your looks, the way you carry yourself. You can work a room. All right. Listen, y'all, before I move on to the next thing, I'm going to say this. You're the type of person where if you walk in a room, you're the type of person within 30 minutes, I guarantee you, you will know everybody. You know why? Because you're confident to approach anybody, but people are most definitely willing to approach you. And it's because of your aura, how gravitational and captivating you are. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know. Number 3, y'all, it's going to be this right here. You are perceived as a threat. Yeah, you are perceived as a threat. You take a young lady or a young woman who is coming from college and about to be drafted into the WNBA. All right, you take a young lady or young woman who's about to be drafted into the WNBA, and let's just say her stats is double, triple times Caitlyn, or triple times Angel Reese, right? Let's just say she better than both of them put together. All right, what's her name, y'all? Fly J times 20. Fly J times 20. And I may be butchering her name, but y'all know what I'm talking about. But the point is, y'all, is that the ones who are the starters on that WNBA team, that particular team, yeah, they gonna look at that right there as a perceived threat. Why? Because you have the ability to put me out of business. And this business is what take care of my business. And what my business is family, friends. My business is my kids, myself, my lifestyle. I'm going to see you as a threat, which means I'm going to step on your toes. I'm going to make it difficult for you. I'm going to make it hard for you. You won't take my spot. You won't take my job. You got that effect. People see you, they think that you can take their spot. They think that you can take their job. And the funny thing is, you want what God has for you, nothing more or nothing less. You don't want what someone else has gotten from God. You don't want what's not yours. You're not a taker. You are a giver and a receiver. I don't take. There's a difference. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? So, yes, you are a perceived threat. And a person who don't have a gift or a talent that they have been tapped into, they're not going to be looked at as a threat. Point blank period. Number 4, y'all, it's going to be this right here. People don't want no smoke. People don't want no smoke with you. Okay, I'm going to get right into this, y'all. The 80s Mike Tyson, Iron Fist Mike, and y'all probably heard me say this before. Don't no boxer want no smoke with Iron Fist Mike back in the 80s. I'm talking about the boy was nice. He was sharp. He was precise. And he had a 70-80% chance of knocking you out. That was his knockout rate, about 70 to 80% chance. I ain't stepping in the ring with nobody with 70-80% chance. I don't want that smoke. Same thing with yourself. They don't want that smoke verbally. They know you know your stuff. They don't want that smoke mentally. They know that you are intelligent. They don't want that smoke emotionally. They know that you're willing to walk away from anybody, anything, any place. It does not matter. What's that song that Janet Jackson had, y'all? Anytime. Yeah. Anytime, any place. That's you. And this is why people don't want no smoke with you. They walk straight past you. They don't want no problems. They try to make the peace. Yeah, if I was you, I would too. Somebody drop in the comments and say, you don't want no smoke. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say you don't want no smoke. The next thing, y'all, which is the last one, is going to be people try to hide you. All right? People try to hide you. And the reason why they try to hide you is because they know how gifted, they know how talented, they know how good you look. They know that you are a star. And guess what, y'all? You can't stop a star from shining. You cannot stop a star from shining. And this is a real life scenario, but I'm just going to kind of make this one up. But real life events that I'm sure has happened. You take a group, male group or female group, and the one who is the star typically is always treated like the black sheep amongst the group. But when they are around other people, when they are in front of other people, the other people notice the gift of that star. And down the line, the star end up going what? Solo. We've seen this with Jackson 5. We've seen this with New Edition and Bobby Brown. You know, we've seen this with other groups, y'all. Destiny's Child, right? We've seen this where one just shine brighter than the others, right? And sometimes the others, it's not even always the group members, but sometimes it's the managers. It's the people who run the group, the road managers. It's the agents and stuff like that. They may try to hide the star because they want somebody else to be the star. They see something in somebody else. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? So they may try to hide them, but you can't hide a star. Somebody drop that down below in the comments. You can't hide a star. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say you can't hide a star, and that's who you are. Some stars shine brighter than others, and you just happen to be the star that shine brighter than others. It is what it is, right? So people are going to always try to hide you. And I mentioned this before, but just like Cinderella, they tried to hide her in that attic, and the prince still found his princess or his queen. He still found her. He sent for her. You can't hide what God has put on the inside of a person. You can't hide the true beauty of a woman. You can't hide the true handsomeness of a man. You can't hide the true gift of a person, male or female. You can't hide it. It's going to always shine and scream out for other people to hear it. And those other people who hear it are going to call it out every time. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know. But you are more powerful than you think you are. I need y'all to understand that, all right? As we conclude this video, y'all already know how we do. Y'all make sure y'all go over to the Rich Mentality Academy right after this video, all right? Join the membership. Go meet your tribe. Y'all be sure to get one of my books. Book a one-on-one session with your boy, all right? And make sure you get one of those Yes Sir t-shirts. I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Y'all keep a rich mentality. Peace.